What's up, party people? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight. This is season 14, episode 13, Popping the Questions. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. For Married at First Sight, I give each couple their own dedicated video. So if you do not care about any couple, you don't have to listen to commentary about them. So be sure, after watching this particular video, to check out the other three videos regarding the other three couples from tonight's episode. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. If you're brand new to my channel, or if you are returning for a second, third, or fourth time for Married at First Sight, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, which sounds small. I get that, but it is also like a huge feat for a smaller YouTuber like me. So if you can, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed tonight's piece of content. And hop into the comment section, y'all, so we can once again battle and discuss and debate and laugh and joke and all that good stuff about these people that I guess did not realize they were marrying strangers. All right, y'all. So every couple I really felt like gave us something worth talking about. So let's go ahead and start with Olajuwon and Katina. All right. So I got my iPad to the side here, just so y'all know. So that's why you'll see me looking over to the side to look at the notes. All right, so the episode starts off with they are out grocery shopping. Um, they said this is their first time grocery shopping together. They called it food shopping. I think calling it food shopping is like an East Coast thing, but they are out grocery shopping. And of course, Olajuwon makes some jokes about her shopping. Now, we saw Mark and Lindsay shopping last week, right? They were at a whole grocery store. The Olajuwon and Katina look like they are at a small market, small deli, like just a small situation. So just wanted to point that out. So of course he makes some jokes about her cooking. She's pointing out different things. She points out like different duck, and he's like, duck. Duck is maybe too much of a delicacy for your ignorant ass palate, Olajuwon. I don't know what to tell you. Duck is delicious. Okay? You like to talk about how cultured you are, how mature you are. Get you some duck. Elevate yourself. Nonetheless, she mentions lamb. He points out, do you know how to make lamb? You make it like you make any other meat. So he feels that he has to be behind her to guide her with shopping because she will buy stuff that he does not want. That's not you guiding her through shopping, Olajuwon. That is you telling her that, hey, I don't really like this type of meat, or I don't like this type of whatever. So maybe we shouldn't buy it. That's not you guiding her. It's just you pointing out different things that you may or may not like. That's literally all that is. Hold on. I didn't want. That is literally all that is. So we then go to he comes across and asks her, can she make some ribs? Oh my God, can you make ribs? Do you know how to make ribs? She says, yes, of course I can make ribs. Can you make ribs? He asked her, how do you season them? She immediately said, put some barbecue sauce on there, which, yeah, and you can, Katina. Nothing wrong. I myself prefer a nice dry rub, okay, when I make ribs or when I eat ribs, but barbecue sauce is fine. He then asked her, what do you season them with? What do you season your ribs with, Olajuwon? Have you ever made ribs? I can't stand for somebody to ask you, or like, I just feel like we haven't seen Olajuwon cook. We've seen him do breakfast, right? We have seen him make breakfast, pancakes, maybe an omelet, if you will. But we ain't seen him up in there iron chefing it up either. So unless you're gonna be on your Bobby Flay, don't expect her to be on her barefoot contestant. So she mentions, yeah, you just put some pepper and some barbecue sauce. That stressed me out. I don't want to hear nothing else about them cooking. He then mentions that his cooking, she said they should do a cook-off. And I'm like, why do we keep talking about cooking with y'all? Neither one of y'all asses can cook, and that's okay. That's okay. Stick to what you know, prepare what you know so that nobody ends up sick, nobody ends up with food poisoning. So he says that she can't make fried chicken better than him. All I can picture now is, have y'all seen Paula Patton's fried chicken recipe where Miss Patton was seasoning the grease? That's what I pictured when Olajuwon said that he has a family recipe just because what his family is. That is no shade to anybody at all. I don't want nobody in my comments talking about race. Y'all don't have to make everything that deep. Sometimes it's just jokes. Sometimes it's just jokes. So they go to check out, and I'm like, look at this market. It was giving me like Mayberry. It just seemed very, very small. But nonetheless, that's where y'all want to grocery shop at, by all means. So we get this week they're going to be meeting with the experts one on one. I guess this is the first episode where we see that Dr. Viviana has left the show. So that's too bad, but so shall it be. So Katina says in her like interview with her little phone that her self tape, she says that she feels we talking too much about feelings. We're talking too much. Girl, you are on a whole. I've been trying not to call Katina ditzy. I have been trying not to call Katina ditzy, but she says things like this, and it's like, come on, girl, let's wake it up. We're not firing on our cylinders here. So Katina meets with Pastor Cal. I think Pastor Cal has been giving awful advice this season. Typically, I feel like he's a little better, but y'all know how I feel about Pastor Cal and his advice is always, is we fucking or not. That is all Pastor Cal ever worries about with him. He is like so hyper focused on these people consummating their marriages that it's almost like he pushes them. He does everything but like come in and start throwing condoms at them, to be real. So Katina feels that they just get into normal married couple arguments, which I don't know if these are normal married couple arguments, but they are definitely couple arguments. So she mentions the app on her phone. Katina says that she deleted her profile off the app or maybe inactivated her profile, but she did not delete the app altogether. She said that Olajuwon got loud. He may have gotten a little bit aggressive, but that's because he was just triggered. See, Olajuwon is triggered because that's the same type of grimy stuff that he used to do. So the fact that he saw that in the flesh and it was like karma bouncing back at him, he couldn't deal, he couldn't take it. So he reacted about that. So Pastor Cal advises Katina, why don't you ask him about what triggers him to make him be the asshole that he is? I said, all right, Pastor Cal, you know she's not going to do that, right? You know she's not going to do that, right? But okay. So he then asked if they were making any progress romantically. She said that they have not slept together yet. Bullshit. But she said they have not slept together yet, but she feels that he is attracted to her. Pastor Cal wants to know how. She said, because he be touching on my butt. And then she said that he'll come up from behind her and he'll start kissing on her neck. This one I'm going to tell you why they did and why they have done something sexual together. When they were in that little market, that little corner store that they went to the grocery shop at, she held up some chocolate syrup, asked if he liked it, and he said it depends on what you're going to do with it, and gave her a look. I have seen that look before. That is not a look of platonicy. That's not a word. That is not a platonic look. Don't judge me. That is not a platonic look. So, but if y'all want to keep saying y'all didn't sleep together, keep saying it. So, Katina feels that before they get to that next step, she wants to have a certain feeling that she feels like it's kind of lust right now. Pastor Cal tells her lust is good in a marriage, lust is good in a relationship. She said that he tells her that the doubts that she has, which she regarded as just human nature doubts, which could be, this is, you are marrying a stranger, you are embarking onto a very rushed process. He tells her that she just has the mindset of a single person. She has not yet conditioned herself to have the mindset of a married person. And he said that's because she has some self doubt. And then we get an infamous, like, zoned out, spaced out look away from Katina in the bags under her eyes that are getting more and more noticeable with every single um episode that we see. So then we have Olajuwon meeting with Dr. Peppers, because it must be plural, Dr. Peppers. She asked him how he feels that things are going. He said they have a lot in common. You know, we're like the same character. We care for I care for Katina a lot, okay? And I know she cares for me. He wants her to keep being her, keep being vulnerable, keep showing him that she is a partner and not a shadow. I said, all right, Olajuwon, preach, run it on up. And then he brings up the dating app and how it scared him because he feels that it should have been gone before she even put the ring on her finger. Olajuwon, if you are going to continually bring that up, then you need to have another conversation with her about it and express to her how you are still not comfortable with her having that dating app, how it triggered you, how you feel about it. I don't want to hear about it no more. Don't keep saying it should have been gone. It wasn't. It wasn't. She forgot. If you cannot give her the grace that maybe she forgot, even though you are acknowledging she was not using the app, why is it a big deal? It's not. It's not a big deal. This is just something that Olajuwon can use to keep his foot on her neck, to make, to give Katina that little bit of fear that in any chance, any given moment, he can get up and leave her ass. That's what he's trying to do. So Dr. Pepper said that there are some things that upset her. I said, not you was upset, Dr. P. Okay. She was upset because she does not like how he went through that dinner. He was lovey-dovey and everything was great. And then at the end of dinner, he began to bring up a negative action or negative feelings in front of everybody. So she then brings up how she has heard that Olajuwon talks down to her, how he belittles her. Olajuwon said, "Oh no, 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 not me, no." He said that he admits to being stern, absolutely, but he said he does not belittle her. He does not talk down to her. Dr. Pepper said, "Oh, that's not true because I have heard." Or she should have said, I've seen the footage that you question her life skills and you question that she is behind you in maturation. Olajuwon gets mad and said that he doesn't play games. He don't do the he say, she say. And if somebody got something to say, they should say it to him. And if Katina, basically, like, if Katina's talking about me behind my back, then she needs to say no on decision day. Olajuwon, babe, do you realize that this is all being recorded? Do you realize that you said that literally in an episode where you told her, you questioned her as an adult, you questioned her as a woman, you are questioning the life skills that she possessed, you're not sure if she knows how to properly clean the house, you question her womanhood because she does not cook 5-course meals like she's fucking Gordon Ramsay, and that you did question her being behind you in maturation because you own your own home and you do not have student loan debt, but she does. That is on tape. That's not he say, she say from production. That's not a he say, she say from like a PA or somebody that works the craft table. That is literally what you said on film. Like, does he not understand that the experts review the film? That's how they are able to come to you and tell you what you said and throw it in your face? Like, what is wrong with him? Like, seriously, what is wrong with him? Lord. So he tells Dr. Pepper that he feels like you're making me out to be the bad guy. You are. You are the bad guy in this situation because you do belittle her. You do talk down to Katina. Katina has completely lost her voice in this entire process, and I think Katina is so full of lust that she is willing to do whatever you want her to do and sit and be your whipping board because she wants to be with you and she wants to be married so bad. Stop it. So Dr. Pepper said that he can maybe bring up some of those things that they can work on together. Olajuwon completely ignores that because he don't feel like he needs to work on nothing, right? So he says that Maybe he felt that way the first or second week of marriage about the cooking and cleaning, and he went about the process wrong. He thought that in the process he should be pointing out all the negative, right? So we can fix the negative instead of focusing on the positive and then finding a way to, work through that negative in that aspect. He's just a dumbass. He's stupid. That's all it is. So he says he feels that he feels that his wife, Katina, has grown a lot through the process. She's matured a lot, and now he does not feel any differently. He feels differently about her now. Okay? He knows he likes his wife. Not in love with her, but he likes his wife. So Dr. Pepper said, all right, fine, because she's over it. Okay? She ready to go home. She wants to know what would he say on decision day. He, in turn, says that he does not want to give an answer because it's still too fresh. He doesn't know yet. We do not get a scene of Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry, we do not get a scene of Olajuwon and Katina discussing what went on in their respective meetings, which I thought was kind of odd because we got one with all the other couples. So they are out playing volleyball, all four couples, sans Noi. I was actually getting some ice in my cup, so I didn't hear Noi's reason as to why she's not there. But aside from Noi being there, not being there, the other three couples are all there. While they're all sitting around talking afterwards, Elijah apologized for the dinner. He said, but he does not tiptoe around subjects when something is bothering him. He's gonna, put it out there, air it out. He said that Dr. Peppers has the wrong perception of him. Dr. Peppers did not help him out at all. He said Dr. Peppers accused him of belittling Katina. He's like, I don't belittle her. He was like, I even asked her, like, do I belittle you? Katina gave the battered woman, my husband beats me at home. He will take away my credit cards, locked in the basement type smile, like, and I'm like, Katina, baby, blink if you need some help. Blink if you need some help. So Katina just smiles. So he said that Dr. Peppers got caught up in the he say, she say of it all, and that 90% of that was a waste. He thought meeting with the experts would help him work on some things that he really needed to work on within his marriage, not him coming in and attacking him. So he said that it was more of him catching Dr. Peppers up because she had no clue what was going on. It was a waste. Baby, Dr. Pepper was back there watching the thing, sitting like this. Keep talking. Keep on talking. Meanwhile, Pastor Kyle's instigating ass was. Did you see that? Did you see? Did you see what she said? Did you see what she said? Like, come on, Dr. Pepper. Come on, Pastor Kyle. Don't be messy. So, Dr. Pepper and Pastor Kyle come out. Olajuwon looks like a little kid that got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And they're like, so, we were back there listening to your conversation. So, we see him mouth, because you know that you were sitting here talking greasy, basically putting 20 on 10 about what really happened in y'all meeting. So Dr. Pepper said, let's start with Olajuwon, since he absolutely enjoyed our meetup so much. She said that at their meeting was to give him the opportunity to clear up what was reported back to her. Olajuwon dropped the ball with that. But see, Olajuwon was triggered because him being the verbally abusive and emotionally abusive man that he is, he does not want to hear somebody throw back what he does. He doesn't want to look in the mirror and have somebody say, this is how you're treating this woman. This is what you're doing to her. He doesn't want that thrown back in his face, because if I don't have to think about what I'm doing and no one's calling me or holding me to task for it, then it didn't happen. As long as I don't feel that I am belittling her, and as long as she's not telling me that I'm belittling her, then it's not a problem. Anybody else that feels that can kiss my ass, is basically how Olajuwon feels about it. So Olajuwon said that in his confessional, he said that in Dr. Pepper's one-on-one with him, she didn't phrase anything the right way, and he now feels that she is like trying to retract what she said. But ultimately, this is their marriage. How they choose to get along has nothing to do with anybody else's business. How they choose to love on each other, how they choose to interact with one another is what it's gonna is how they gonna do it. Pastor Cal tells him that Katina is the best thing for him. Olajuwon was like, "Yeah, I know that, but I'm not in love though." Why did you randomly blurt that out? What is going on? So the whole time, Katina's just sitting there, just Katina's gonna say yes on the decision day because Olajuwon is gonna say yes first, and she is going to be in a marriage that is verbally and emotionally abusive, and he is going to completely crack this woman. He's going to break her down. But that has been Married at First Sight. Let me know how you guys felt about this episode. Hop in the comments down below and let's talk about it. Catch you guys in the next one.